This video talks about group dynamics. Meaning, dynamic means force. It refers to the forces operating in the group. Group dynamics means the forces operating in the group. As a leader, understanding the group dynamics is essential in order to both compose and guide the individual within a group for the purpose of successfully and efficiently completing an assignment. Definition of the term: it is a social process by which people within a group interact face to face. Otherwise, we can define it as it is an interaction that influences the attitude and behavior of people when they are grouped with others through either choice or accidental social circumstances. Objectives of this dynamics: identify and analyze the social processes that impact on group development and performance. Identification and analysis of the social process. First objective. Second objective, acquire the skills that are necessary to intervene and improve individual and group performance in an organizational context. To acquire the skill for improving individual and group performance is the second objective of group dynamics. Thirdly, it aims at building more successful organization by applying the technique that provide positive impact on goal achievement. Third objective, make the organization successful that provide positive impact on goal achievement. Coming to principles of group dynamics. First one, sense of belonging. The members of the group must have a strong sense of belonging to the group. Second is related to changes that occurs in the group. Change is one of the essential part of the group and it may produce stress in other person. The stress can be reduced by eliminating or allowing the change bring about readjustment in the related part. Third principle is related to function. The group arises in relation to function due to common motives. The group is formed as a result of function or as a result of activities that has to be achieved. Fourthly, the principle is functional hierarchy. The group involved or in a group there is placement of members into different hierarchy or different levels of authority and facilitating action towards the goal achievement. Next principle is related to effectiveness of group function. The intergroup relation, group organization and member participation are essential for effectiveness of a group. The last principle is related to the need for change. Information relating to need for change, plan for change and the consequence of change must be shared by members of group. Coming to the factors that influence group dynamics. Yalom in 1985 identified the factors that affect group dynamics and he called it as curative factors. There are 11 factors. First one is presence of hope or the array of hope within the group. Second, universality. It means the quality of being shared by all people and the things in a particular group. The sharing mentality of people or things in a particular group is called a universality. That is a second factor that affects group dynamics. Thirdly, the imparting of information, the way in which the information is conveyed within the group. Fourth, altruism. It is the attitude, that is the selfless attitude or concern of group members for the well-being of others in the group. Fifthly, presence of or development of socializing technique within the group affect group dynamics. Sixthly, imitative behavior. Seventh, interpersonal learning. Eighth, group cohesiveness. The ninth curative factor is catharsis, that is the process of releasing and thereby providing relief from strong or repressed emotion. The process of releasing stress and relief from stress is called catharsis. And the 10th factor is existential factors or the factors that affect the functioning of the group. The elements of group dynamics include communication, content or various social processes, the decision, the influence one person on the other, the task or relationship between the members of the group. About group development. There are several theories which mention or which specifies why a group develops. Three theory concept we will discuss: classical theory, social chain theory, and social identity theory. According to classical theory given by George Hermans, a group is developed when individuals share common activities. They will have more interaction and will develop attitudes that are positive or negative towards each other in relation to the activities they have to perform. So the major element is the interaction of the individuals involved. The interaction between the individuals leads to group. Second, social change theory. The perception behind theory is that positive social exchange or positive exchange relationship will be essential for the formation of group. Thirdly, social identity. This theory suggests that individuals get a sense of identity and self-esteem based upon their membership in group. You get identity and self-esteem, people form group. According to the exchange of interaction, according to the type of interaction, the group is formed according to social exchange theory. And firstly, the classical theory, according to Job Homans developed, the relationship are essential within the group. Coming to the stages of development of group or 5 stages of group development. It includes forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. About the forming stage. This is the beginning stage of group formation. It is an orientation period when members get to know one another and share expectations about the group. Here, the members learn the purpose of the group and the rules to be followed. So, the learning stage occurs in forming stage of group. Second is the storming stage. As the name suggests, there will be lot of storms or disagreement and conflict within the group. Thirdly, norming stage. At this stage, the group members will begin to develop a feeling of group cohesion and identity, and cooperative effort begin to yield result. Responsibilities are also divided among the members in order to achieve the goal. A full-fledged cohesion occurs in the fourth stage, that is in the performing stage. During this stage, individuals accept one another and conflict is resolved through group discussion. The last stage is adjourning stage. Not all groups experience this stage of development because it is characterized by disbandment of the group. Adjourning means disbandment of the group or leaving of the group or dissolution of the group. If it does not occur in all groups, it depends on the type of activity or type of goals to be achieved. Coming to role of nurse manager in group dynamics as the final end of this video. First one, knowledge of group dynamics is essential. Second, supervise, manage and overall performance of staff in her department. Analyze, report and give recommendation and develop strategies on how to improve quality of nursing care. Achieve business and organizational goal, vision and objectives. She has to be involved in employee selection, career development, succession planning and periodic training. Work out compensation and rewards. Responsible for growth and increase in organization, finance and earning. And finally, the nurse manager should identify problem within a group, create choice and provide alternative courses of action. This is in brief about group dynamics. Thank you.